A number of hours ago, at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, which is 8 p.m. New York time, I was due to give a speech to Columbia University. Because of this, the left, the far left, all these organisations who keep trying to suppress and prevent me speaking in this country, tried the same there. If you can ask yourself, why would they do that? Why don't they want you to have a platform? Anyone who's watched my Oxford Union speech knows why they don't want us to have a platform. It gives us an opportunity to put across our argument. Our argument, of course, has the truth on its side. So it will win hearts and minds of the public. We will win over supporters. That's what I've been doing for 10 years. So they wanted to stop it. And they wanted to stop it under the banner that I was a white supremacist. You couldn't get further from the truth. I'm a white supremacist, just complete lies. Now I want you to just understand, right? Because I'll try to watch some of these protesters. Have a watch of them. They're like androids. They're like zombies walking around. And this is such a worrying thing. It's such a worrying thing for the future of America, that this is the concept of the people who are seeking education, that are the most vocal. In the universities across your country, the same problems here. Now, the speech I was due to give, which is an hour-long speech, looks in depth at the university situation in the UK and in America with Islam, with jihadists, and with the combination and the joining hands of the left and the Islamists, and the problem and destruction this is going to cause us. I was unable to actually give that speech because the hall was taken over with these protesters. They were causing chaos. When you watch the videos, as I said, you've taken away all these people's identity. You're not allowed to be proud to be American. You're not allowed to be male or female anymore, right? You're genderless. You're not allowed to be any of these things. They're all walking around like anti-racist, like zombies. They look like zombies.
Hey, Columbia, don't you know? White supremacy's got to go. Hey, Columbia, don't you know? White supremacy's got to go.
Take a knee against white supremacy.
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 What is that about? All I was going to do, I give a reasoned argument. My speech is a reasoned argument, but anyway, what happened instead was when I went in, they'd taken over the hall, they were screaming loads of obscenities. So if I'm not going to waste my time attempting to give an hour-long, in-depth, articulate talk on the problems we face. So I thought, you know what? I'll open up questions up to them. Let's hear some questions from them. Let me hear their opposition. Jesus, I wish I hadn't done that. Every question was about white supremacy and Nazism. It's like, what are you talking about? Get a grip. I don't even talk about those issues. I'm not even involved in those issues. In fact, I stand against those two issues. I always have. This is a short video just to explain what happened, because I was just about to do the talk. But I thought, you know what? After my last video went out yesterday, I see so many people saying I look drunk. And they're probably saying I look drunk because I'm shattered. I'm absolutely exhausted. And rather than sit here now and try and give a talk to you, I'm going to go home and go to bed. Because I'm going to go to my kids' school play first, then I'm going to go to bed. Because even last night, say I was up till 3 o'clock, then I stayed up till 4, half 4, went to bed about 5, and I was up at 7 to go to work. So I'm knackered. So that's it. You'll get this speech. This speech is coming, and plus I want to put a suit on so I look a bit smarter. Trying to change my image, you know. That speech will be with you tomorrow, and all they're going to do is the same again. If they wouldn't have done this, every time they do it, if they would not have done this, I'd have given a speech to a group of Republicans, maybe 50, maybe 100, maybe 200. And that's it. But instead now, hundreds of thousands of people are going to watch this speech. It's going to be spread everywhere. It's going to go all over the globe. So your attempts to suppress and silence people, it just doesn't work. It does not work. It has the opposite effect. And do you know what? I left last night after that brief attempt at talking with admiration for the men and the women that attempted to organise that. And I really felt a sense of respect to the Republicans in there. I realised how hard it must be and how intimidating it must be to be a Republican or a Conservative in a university in America, which is absurd. It's absurd. The fear, and I've looked through and seen the tactics they were using, the pictures they were sending. And in fact, let me read this. While I'm on it, let me read this. I know it's going to be a bit longer than I expected. Let me read you, because this really should pull at the hearts of every one of you. Hey, Tommy, not sure if you remember. I was in attendance as you spoke at Cumbria last year. Unfortunately, this has become the new normal here on campus. I used to attend Republican meetings and events. Now I can't even go. For me and so many others, jeopardising our grades, our friends, our reputation and potentially our safety is not even worth it anymore. There are a surprising number of us on campus, but we avoid confrontation and publicly voicing our political views for one very sad reason. Nothing will change. And the virtue and the hate that people like those that protest you tonight is so powerful that it will not allow for anything a conservative Republican or even a classical liberal says to be entertained. This is a real sad state of affairs for America. It's not just America, it's for Britain as well, but for the universities, for the education system, for the future of free thought, free thinking. We're creating people who just, they don't free think. They're part of a mass left organisation that just screams racist, like robots and androids. Anyway, I'm going home, go to bed, but you'll get the full speech when it comes, and it'll be something that all you leftists and all you people there, you should really listen to, because it's going to go into depth and show you how bad the problem is in British universities and your universities. Again, to the Republicans that invited me to speak, fair play to you, and I respect you. I have a new show launching. It's going to be called The Tommy Robinson Show. Please go to tommyrobinson.com. It's going to be a lot more content like this. We need your support. Please go to tommyrobinson.com and support my new show.